Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Omaha Performing Arts Live on the Stream series. I'm Andy Cassano, Vice President of Programming and Education for Omaha Performing Arts, and I'd like to welcome you to tonight's performance with Noah Floersch. I'd also like to thank our sponsor for the Live on the Stream series, Great Plains Communication. We have a lot of great shows on our Live on the Stream series throughout the rest of June on Wednesday at noon and Saturdays at 6 o'clock. And don't forget, Jazz on Your Green starts on Thursday, July the 9th and runs for every consecutive Thursday in July at 6 o'clock. But now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Noah Floersch.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Omaha Performing Arts Live on the Stream. My name is Noah Floersch, and this is Ross Grieb sitting next to me. And before we kind of dive into our music and our exposition, I'd kind of like to thank Omaha Performing Arts for allowing us to come on here and show Omaha kind of what we have and what sort of music we've been putting together for the past 2 years. So I guess a sort of little introduction about the both of us. I'll let Ross speak sort of about how he came to music and his story, and then I'll chat and we'll get to the music.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm Ross. I got into music when I was like 11. I got really good at Guitar Hero, and then my parents told me I should try the real thing. So I've been playing guitar for about 11 years, and then started recording and producing music about 3 or 4 years ago. For those of you who don't know, producing is basically just taking a song from an idea and kind of turning it into a finished song that you would listen to on Spotify or whatever. And so now with Noah, I produce all of his stuff. We write a bunch together. I produce for other people in Lincoln as well. But that's kind of how I got into what I'm doing now.
That's right. So Ross is sort of he's my producer, he's my guitarist, and he's also been a huge musical mentor for me. He is only a year older than me, but he's 10 years wiser. And I love him for that. He's just been a wealth of information for me, kind of starting my musical journey only, I guess, 2 years ago, my real professional music journey 2 years ago. But how I kind of got started was right around 7th or 8th grade. My oldest brother went off to college, and as a parting gift, my parents gave him a banjo, a very random thing. The kid is not musical at all. But I got really, really jealous. I was really into like Mumford & Sons at the time, which I'm still proud of. And I really begged for the next couple months for a banjo for Christmas. So we had 2 banjos in the house come Christmas time. And I really, really wanted to play like these Mumford & Sons guys because they could just shred. And as a beginner, as a novice, it became so overwhelming to try and learn their songs. So I got to the point where I figured, well, if I can't learn their songs, I might as well write my own. And so high school started, freshman and sophomore year went on, and I was writing kind of these songs in secret. No one really knew about them. I mean, a few people did, and a buddy of mine came up to me junior year and said, hey, you should sing in the high school choir. And I figured, oh no, that's weird, and music is for nerds, and blah, blah, blah. But I ended up doing it anyways, and I really fell in love with music at that point, and singing in front of people, and it just became this thing inside of me that I had to share. So when graduation from high school came around and I had to figure out what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, I figured music composition down at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln might be a nice fit for me. So I did that for a year, and it was great. The music department down there is fantastic, but I was writing, chamber pieces and things like that when I really, really wanted to write songs. That's what I had been used to. That's what I'd always done. So I switched over to business marketing, and now I've been writing songs for, about 7 years if we start the first one I wrote in 7th grade or so. And I guess, and then I ran into Ross, and Ross, you kind of want to talk about how that kind of came about?
Yeah, totally. So we've been collaborating since December 2017, I want to say.
That's right.
So I've been producing for like 9 months at the time, and basically what I was doing was just DMing every single singer I knew on Instagram and being like, hey, I'll write you a song, I'll produce you a song, I'll do whatever, let me just do a song for you, because I really want to get good at producing. And so Noah had a video go like Nebraska viral on Twitter.
Which is only like 40 retweets, but he came across it.
I was like, damn, this dude's like a really good singer. And so I DM'd you on Twitter. He came over to my parents' house over Christmas break. We kind of like hashed out some demos. Nothing really happened, but then we remained friends for like several months. And then the following like September, you were like, Ross, we need to like get a song recorded. And so he came in, we spent a couple months recording a song called Girl from the Sidewalk, which like totally popped off. It's at like 850,000 streams now.
That's right. And so that was released in December of 2018. Yeah, and it had sort of a month where it was, you know, out there in the world and nothing was really happening, and then it just sort of blew up on Spotify, and I went to Ross and I said, "Oh my gosh, we need more songs. I don't want to have only one song on my profile." And from there, I think we've had 17 songs. I have 17 songs on my profile now. Ross has his own sort of artist career on the side of his producing stuff as well. And today we're going to be playing 5 of the songs that we have worked on together. So none of these are very bare bones versions of them. These sound much more like the versions that I first came to write, you know, when I was writing on guitar, writing on keyboard, and then these final recorded versions, I come into Ross and he just blows them up and makes them incredible. So we'll talk about kind of how I came to write these songs, how when I bring them into Ross, how they sort of changed, and then we'll also play you these songs in like the very stripped down version that we have today, just me with vocals and Ross on guitar. So the first song we have for you today is called A Song for Summer. I wrote this one my freshman year of college. It was really just meant to act as sort of like a reminiscent device. So you listen to this song, and to me it takes me back to the summers of my youth. I mean, I know I'm still pretty young, but I mean like my youth. So I'm talking 8th grade. No, you don't have work during the summer, so you get to go to the pool, you get to play in the creek behind your house, whatever. This song sort of takes me back to that, and writing this was such a nostalgic experience. So I hope listening to it does the same for you. So anyways, this is A Song for Summer. Summer days are like a play you make up as you go, and the story isn't boring, isn't slow. No, the story isn't boring, isn't slow. Summer days are like the lady living down the road, telling you the stories that she knows, telling you the stories that she knows. And summer nights are made for turning off the lights and looking at the stars in the dark as we're parked in our parents' cars. And summer nights are made for catching fireflies and putting them in jars at the park. And we're starting to realize that summer nights, they come and go. It's all the same like years ago, and nothing's ever old. No, summer nights, they come and go, just like the waves, they ebb and flow, and nothing's ever old. No, nothing's ever old. Summer days are like a place you always want to find, where the air and I are both filled up with light, where the air and I are both filled up with light. Summer days I wish would stay so colorful and bright, but the summer days turn into summer nights. The summer days turn into summer nights. And summer nights are made for turning off the lights and looking at the stars in the dark as we're parked in our parents' cars. And summer nights are made for catching fireflies, putting them in jars at the park. And we're starting to realize that summer nights, they come and go. It's all the same like years ago, and nothing's ever old. No, summer nights, they come and go, just like the waves, they ebb and flow, and nothing's ever old. No, nothing's ever old. So don't tell me you're too tired, 'cause I'm wide awake when I'm alone with you. So don't tell me you're too tired, 'cause I'm wide awake when I'm alone with you. So don't tell me you're too tired, 'cause I swear I'll find something for us to do. No, don't tell me you're too tired, 'cause I'm wide awake when I'm alone with you. And Summer nights are made for turning off the lights and looking at the stars in the dark as we're parked in our parents' cars. Summer nights are made for catching fireflies, putting them in jars at the park when we're starting to realize that summer nights, they come and go just like the waves. They ebb and flow and nothing's ever old. No, summer nights, they come and go just like the waves. They ebb and flow and nothing's ever old. Oh, no, nothing's ever old. Yeah, and so that's Summer Nights. That's the first one we have for you. Go ahead and check that out on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, whatever, if you get the chance. Next song we're going to be playing for you all today is called On Your Mind. This song rocks. This is our most popular song on Spotify right now under my name, and it's, man, I guess the story behind this one goes a lot of different ways. So I sort of wrote this as almost like a writing exercise my freshman year. I do this thing when I'm writing a song where sometimes I'll play a character. So I wrote this song when I was stone cold single, but it's about being in a relationship where you kind of have two very stubborn parties that bicker, but at the end of the day, they are very much in love. For example, the first line of the song goes, "In comparison to Paris, you lie like the city of lights, but you fight like my parents." And I think that's a great line, but it was 2 weeks before this song was released, and I typically send my music to my parents before I put it out into the world, just so they could see, what they think about it. And I was playing basketball one day, and I just happened to send my mom the song, and was like, "Hey, give this a listen. It's coming out in 2 weeks. Tell me what you think." And I go out to play basketball, and I come back to my phone, and I've got 3 missed calls and a bunch of texts, and she says, "You need to change that line." She was freaking out, and I remember calling her right after and being like, whoa, and kind of explaining the rest of the song because she hadn't listened to it. She heard that first line and she said, "Okay, we got a problem." So she listened to the rest of the song and she realized, it's not so much about actual fighting as it is just more that, how couples bicker in sort of that loving way. And I think that's a very cute thing, and that's a lot of what this song sort of touches on. So, but yeah, I put this song together. We put it out, and recording it was also a very interesting thing. We had a live cello on the final recording. It was actually my roommate freshman year. His name's Sam Stanley. He's a cellist and a composer. Wonderful, wonderful guy. And I remember when we were putting this song together, we needed some sort of bridge or some sort of time filler and instrumental break. And I remember telling Ross, I said, "Well, I've got this buddy who plays the cello. I can write him up a line." And so unfortunately you won't be hearing that because we don't have a cello, but I will sing his part to the best of my ability using bums and dumbs. Yeah, I will be the cello today. This is On Your Mind. In comparison to Paris, you lie like the city of lights, and you fight like my parents about who and what and when. There's that line. And you barely even shared it. Good night to the pretty old sky, and good night to the terrace where we knew what we had been. Oh, and your mind is just like theirs is. To die, what a pity to die without getting to cherish all the things you left behind. And I know you know what fair is, so why do you sit there and cry like you might have to bear this, like you'd even have to try? I know for a fact I'm on your mind like all the time. So when you get back to being fine, then I'm your guy. Oh, in the valley there's a river that moves like a snake, how it rides and it slithers away in a way that makes it seem to only grow bigger. There's a boat upon this river that came from the lake, and she's headed away for the winter and freezing, and I'd be most pleased to go with her. But it seems that I'm stuck on you, and you are stuck on me. And I don't know what to do, 'cause you did this to me. Here's that cello.
What and when? Oh, and you barely even shared it. Good night to the pretty old sky, and good night to the terrace where we knew what we had been. I know for a fact I'm on your mind like all the time. And when you get back to being fine, then I'm your guy.
That's On Your Mind. Like I said, I love that song. I think that's one of my favorite ones I've ever written, so I really get into it when I sing it. I hope you liked it too. Okay, next song we're going to be doing today is called Shelter. This one's very near and dear to my heart as well. The backstory behind how this one got written is really quite a doozy. So this was just last fall. So this was fall of 2019, and I was talking to a good friend of mine. I don't want to say her name. I don't want to out her because she was kind of going through it. So she had a very, very tough week. Her job was just like not going great, and her dog passed away, R.I.P. And so she was just having really down on her luck. It seems like everything was just kind of like falling in on her all at once. And I remember I was just kind of texting her because she's far away. I was just texting her. I said something along the lines of, "Hey Jackie, like when it rains it pours, and when it pours it storms." And I sent that off, and then I was like, oh wait, those could be really nice song lyrics. So the next day I kind of went to work and I wrote this whole song kind of for this friend of mine, and sent her like this voice memo right after I had the whole thing written. It was a quick song. It took like an hour to write. I sent her this voice memo, and she said it just like really, she said it was very helpful to her when she was just kind of going through it. So I hope it kind of carries that message for other people as well. So coming in and recording this song was also a very, very quick process. This song just felt right in a lot of different ways. So not only writing it was quick, but when I brought it into Ross, I think we put it all together in, I think,
it went super quick.
Days.
Because usually it takes a few weeks to get a song recorded and kind of agreed upon what we want to do with it. But we got this whole song done in probably, 5, 6, 7 days.
Easy peasy. It seems like this one was just sort of a very much like a meant to be kind of a song. So this song is called Shelter, and I hope you like it.
Things don't always work out, do they? You can't help it if the rules change. It might feel like it is too late. You try and try and try until you break. 'Cause when it rains, it pours, and when it pours, it storms. So come indoors, you will be mine, and I will be your shelter in your time of need. You can come to me, baby, let me be your comfort in your time of need. You can come to me, I can set you free, your shelter in your time of need. You can come to me, baby, let me be your comfort when you're on your knees. I can set you free, I can set you free. I can set you free. I can set you. No one listens like they used to. No one understands the pain, and it felt like only you knew. You were stranded in the rain. Oh, and when it rains, it pours, and when it pours, ooh, it storms. So come indoors, you will be mine, and I will be your shelter in your time of need. You can come to me, baby, Baby, let me be your comfort when you're on your knees. Well, you best believe I can set you free, your shelter in your time of need. You can come to me, baby, let me be your comfort in your time of need. You can come to me, I can set you free. I can set you free. I can set you. And he's found that after all these years, the stone is rolled just slow enough. It can collect and it can green, just like its stagnant cousins. It's hard to tell the difference between a slow life and one that doesn't change at all. Shelter in your time of need. You can come to me, baby, let me be your comfort when you're on your knees. I can set you free, your shelter in your time of need. You can come to me, baby, let me be your comfort when you're on your knees. You can come to me, I can set you free, oh. I can set you free, oh. I can set you. Yes. Sweet, so that's Shelter. I hope you like that one. I hope that song can kind of help you out. These sort of trying times that we are in right now. So the next song we have for you guys is I Hope I Get There. And this song is actually one that Ross and I wrote together, and since he hasn't talked a whole lot yet, I'm going to let him sort of speak on this song and how this one came together.
Yeah, so this is a super personal song, I think, for both of us. We're both kind of in the same boat of, like, we're in college, we're business majors, but also we have these really big dreams of wanting to make money and make a living just doing music all the time. And there's just always this really weird back and forth with us where it'd be like, we'd be in like a marketing lecture hall watching some lecture, and then we'd like come to the studio and like make these songs and get all these streams, and it's like, there's just such this imbalance between the two things. And every time we were in class, we just had these really big dreams in our heads of like, this is what we want to be doing. We can see the studios and the shows and all that stuff in our heads, and it's like, I hope we get there. And we called the song I Hope I Get There, because it's like, we hope we get there. I don't know, man, like it's a lot of work, but
Very
I hope we can pull it off.
Yeah, so this song, this is one, geez, I think we wrote in a day.
Yeah, it was a quick one.
Came in for a writing session and just busted this thing out. And yeah, I think this one speaks a lot for both of us, and I hope you like it. So here's how it goes. I'm stuck in another 100-person lecture hall. Half asleep and 10 on Adderall. No one wants to be here, me least of all. I've got somewhere else I'd rather be. It's 1 a.m. and I've been sitting in the library for several hours, but it seems like nothing's clear to me. Why am I trading my life for this degree? I've got somewhere else I'd rather be. And I want people singing music, I want flowers in my hair, I want 13 open invites, I want comfy leather chairs, I want my dad to be proud of how much I have learned to care. I want people singing music, and I hope I get there. I hope I get there. Another party in a basement with cheap alcohol, and if I'm honest, I don't want to be in here at all. Why do I place myself in between these walls? I've got somewhere else I'd rather be. I'm not antisocial, I'm just feeling over this. I see what I want to be, and no, I can't resist, especially when I feel so close to it. I've got someone else I'd rather be. And I want people singing music, I want flowers in my hair, I want 13 open invites, I want comfy leather chairs, I want my dad to be proud of how much I have learned to care. I want people singing music, and I hope I get there. I hope I get there. So come with me, run with me far away. So try with me, fly with me all the way. So come with me, run with me far away. So try with me, fly with me all the way. So come with me, run with me far away. So try with me, fly with me all the way. cake. I want flowers in my hair. I want 13 open invites. I want comfy leather chairs. I want my dad to be proud of me, which I have learned to care. I want people singing music, and I hope I get there. Yeah, I hope I get there. 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 I do too, man. That's a great song. Okay, last song that we'll be singing for you all today is a song called Colors. Now, this one was very early in the game, kind of a song for both of us. So this was going back to December 2018, right when Girl from the Sidewalk, which is the first song I put out, kind of started blowing up. It was right around Christmas break. So I was back from college. I brought my guitar, thank goodness. And I was just sort of sitting in my room trying to figure out some new songs to write because we needed some new material once this one song had started popping off. And so I sat in my room and I started working on this song. And if you're from Nebraska or you've been in Nebraska during the winter, you know it's a very colorless time. It's a very bleak time. And so I sort of tried to bring about the colors of fall and of spring in this song, and then as 90% of my songs do, it turned into a love song, which is just the way it goes. So I started assigning, instead of assigning these colors to maybe like a season or something like that, which I feel like it's been done time and time again, I assigned all these different colors to individual traits of this person that I happened to be crushing on at the time. And I think the song ended up being great, but the problem is now it's like I can't write any more songs about colors because I use them all in this one. So, which is fine. I'll get over it. So this song is called Colors. Ross, do you have anything to say about this one?
I don't think so. Just that, yeah, we did it really early on. And it's kind of funny to go back and like listen to songs we did 2 years ago.
It's wild.
It doesn't feel like we've been working together for 2 whole years, but yeah. I love the song.
All right, well, let's get into it. So one more time, this is Colors.
Tickle me pink, I'm like a rose. Color me orange, I'm a freckle on your nose. Oh, give me all the oils and the canvas that I wove. Give me a paintbrush and then sand me down the road. I want all your colors, especially the red, 'cause the red is for your heart, just like the blue is for your head. And there's yellow in your fingertips and green on your shoes. Oh, and your heart is made of red, just like your head is made of blue. Oh, your heart is made of red, and I know mine was made for you. Well, maybe I'm a black sheep where all the colors go. So turn a blind eye to all the white lies and act like you don't know. Oh, give me all the oils and the canvas that I wove. Give me a paintbrush and then sand me down the road. I want all your colors, especially the red, 'cause the red is for your heart, just like the blue is for your head. And there's yellow in your fingertips and green upon your shoes. Oh, and your heart is made of red, just like your head is made of blue. Your heart is made of red, and I know mine was made for you. But I want all your colors, especially the red, 'cause the red is for your heart, just like the blue is for your head. And there's yellow in your fingertips and green upon your shoes. Oh, and your heart is made of red, just like your head is made of blue. Oh, your heart is made of red, and it's such a perfect hue. Oh, your heart is made of red, and I know mine was made for you. Nice. And that's our last song for today. Again, thank you so much to Omaha Performing Arts for letting live on the stream, for letting us do this. I think it's such a great opportunity to sort of get more local artists heard, especially in a time where we
can't really play any live gigs. So this is a really, really special opportunity. And once again, my name's Noah Floersch, and this is Ross Grieb, signing off. Thanks so much. Oh, okay, so by the way, I actually have a music video out today, the day that this is being shown. So check that out if you get the chance. It's for my new song, Girl from the City Part 1.
Part 1.
Yeah, there's a Part 2. Coming in an EP in July. So not only do I have this music video out today, but in the following month we're going to have a full EP, and it's called A Book of Stories. I think it's probably the best project we've worked on so far.
Every time Noah puts out a song, I say it's his best one yet. I do think these 5 songs are his best ones yet. And I'm really excited for everyone to listen to.
And this time he's not just saying it because he's nice. These are so
really good.
The concept behind the EP is each song is its own story. So there's characters and narratives and everything. It's just like, it's a really cool project, and I think you should totally check it out if you get the chance. Thanks again to Omaha Performing Arts. What a cool opportunity. All right, take care. Be safe.
That was such a great concert. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, our next show is at Wednesday at 12 with Mario Powell. And don't forget to line up your calendar for Thursday, July the 9th when we start Jazz on Your Green. You can find out about all the great shows on our streaming services at www.o-pa.org. Good night.